How high is the wire attached to the pole? Round to the nearest tenth. Let's take a look at this telephone pole. This is the wire here, this 12 meters, and it is 2.3 meters away from the pole. And we want to know the height from the bottom to the top where the wire attaches. Definitely a right triangle, so we can use the Pythagorean theorem. Now this 12 is the longest side, it's the hypotenuse, so that's going to be the number by itself. So we're going to have 2.3 squared plus h squared equals 12 squared. Oh, did you know that you could write the Pythagorean theorem either like this, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, or c squared equals a squared plus b squared? Either way is correct. So if I write it one way and you want to write it the other way, that's all right. Just make sure you put the c squared, the hypotenuse, by itself, and then the other two sides on the other side of the equal sign. So I'm going to use a calculator for the 2.3 squared. You could multiply it by hand, but a calculator is a little bit faster and easier. So let's see, 2.3 squared. You could also do 2.3 times 2.3 if you want. It's 5.29. So I'm going to write 5.29 here plus h squared equals, now 12 squared is 12 times 12. I know that's 144. If you don't know that, hey, put it in the calculator. Nothing wrong with that. So we want to solve for this h squared right here and subtract 5.29 from both sides. So that's going to leave h squared equals, then I'm going to do 144 minus 5.29. So 138.71 is h squared. So the h is going to be plus or minus the square root of 138.71. Now we're talking about the height here. We can't have a negative height, so we're going to ignore this negative and just take the positive or the principal square root. So let's do the square root of 138.71, 11.77, and so on. We're rounding to the nearest tenth, so it'll be 11.8. It's meters, so our height here, 11.8 meters. And that's the distance from the bottom of the pole to the top where the wire attaches. Oh, and just looking at this answer, it looks like it's a valid answer because it isn't greater than the hypotenuse 12. If this was bigger than 12, we'd know we had a big problem here.